Hey everyone, John Scarina here. I am the CEO and founder of Lionheart. And first of all, I want to welcome you. Welcome you to this video, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us here today. Now, I know you're going to like what I have to say. What we are offering today has never been done in the industry before. Lionheart coaches average over $100 an hour to teach the fundamentals of sports to preschoolers. It's super fun, super rewarding, and you're going to make amazing money doing it. Truly, this is something that's going to change your life. It's going to take you out of whatever you're doing right now that you don't want to be doing. It's going to give you more freedom, more flexibility, and joy in your life. You're going to be teaching preschoolers sports. You're going to be in the classroom, on the field, empowering kids and bringing them joy. Honestly, that's what the job is. Now, you don't need to be a professional coach with years and years of experience. We want people who have energy, enthusiasm, and love working with kids. So if that's you, we can make you a great coach, and you're going to make 5 times the industry average. Now, what is this not? This is not a job offer. We are not a employer hiring employees to come work for us. This is a certification program, no different than CrossFit, no different than Zumba, NASM, or any other company that uses a certification model. The difference is, however, is our coaches earn 5 times the industry average. So let's get into it. Here we go. Now, who are we? So Lionheart was established by myself in 2008 in Los Angeles, California, with a single class of 7 kids. Today we work with the biggest companies in the world. You know all of these companies: Paramount, Warner Brothers, Sony, Universal, Boys and Girls Club of America, Bright Horizons, KinderCare. The list goes on and on. We provide sports enrichment to the child care centers at all of these locations, as well as hundreds and hundreds of preschools nationwide. Now, our coaches are known in the industry to be the highest paid coaches in the industry, but also the best trained. You are a professional certified coach once you get certified. You're going to go in, you're making amazing money, so you can do the job you love, and you can be really happy about the money you're making as well. Now, this formula has been amazingly successful for us, and it will be for you as well. All right, so let's break this down. Let me give you a high-level overview of the certification. So like I said, what you're going to be doing, you're going to be a preschool coach. You're going to go into the preschools and teach the fundamentals of sports. It's super rewarding, and you're going to make $100 an hour to do it. The minimum a coach can make actually is $85 an hour. Now compare that to what you're doing right now. $85 an hour to crack jokes with 3-year-olds and play imaginative games. Now, one of the things that really sets us apart is once you're certified, we just don't give you a kick in the pants and tell you to have a nice life. We truly don't make money unless you make money. So we assign a success mentor to you who is going to hold your hand, guide you through this entire process, and ensure your success. Now, this is huge. So you're going to have a success mentor, a coaching mentor who's going to train you and make sure you feel confident before you go out and do your classes. And then you're going to have that business mentor, which is going to help you and hold your hand through the entire process. Then this is amazing. We are going to give you a business in a box. So we're going to give you a platform to run your entire business. Take all of your registration payments. You're going to have your own website where all of your classes are posted. You're going to have a mobile app that has a standardized curriculum. So every week we give you the drills you're going to do with videos of all of those drills. So we've taken the guesswork out of it. You're going to have a class management system, an invoice system. You're going to be able to communicate directly with your clients. It's truly amazing. truly amazing, and it's going to set you apart. You're going to have an amazing brand behind you and a platform to run your business smoothly and make you look like a professional. All right, so let's get into the fun stuff. Now, people are always asking us, how the heck do your coaches make $100 an hour? Well, let me break it down for you. So first, I'm going to give you worst case scenario. If you have one single class, that's it. One single class, that equates to 1 hour of work once a week. So when a parent signs up for the class, their kid gets one class per week. So if you have one class, on average, a coach will make between $500 and $800 a month for that 1 hour a week. Now let's go worst case scenario. So say it's $500. You're making $500 a month for 1 hour of work. Now that's worst case scenario. If you have, even on the low end, say you have 3 classes, that's it, 3 schools. If you have 3 schools, you're working 3 hours a week and you're making about $1,500 a month. If you have 4 schools or 5 schools, you're making about $2,500 a month, working 5 hours a week. Full-time, and this is hilarious because a full-time schedule for a Lionheart coach is 10 hours a week. At 10 hours, a coach will make between $5,000 and $6,000 a month, working 10 hours. Think about that. Think about what you're doing now. Think about the freedom and the time you'll have back. So let those numbers sink in, and I will let them speak for themselves. Okay, so an hourly rate comparison. Now, on the low end, say you only have 3 classes. I want to show you and compare this to pretty much any other job out there. So, to make $1,500 a month with Lionheart, that is 3 classes, 3 hours of work a week. That's it, and you can make $1,500 a month. Now, with any job that pays you $20 an hour, which is not bad actually, and it's actually the industry average, it would take you, to make that same $1,500, it would take you 75 hours. So compare that to 3 classes, 3 hours a week, which is 12 hours a month to make $1,500 with Lionheart. With any job that pays you $20 an hour, it would take you 75 hours. Think about the difference between 12 hours and 75. What can you do with all of that time? You can spend it with your family, your significant other, your kids. You can play video games. Whatever you want to do, that's your time. You can use it to plan your next business, your next invention, whatever it is, it's your time that you get back, and you're making amazing money in a fraction of the time. All right, so hourly rate comparison. Let's just have some fun. So the national average for Uber drivers, which there's thousands and thousands of people who do that because that job gives you autonomy. It gives you your freedom back. The national average is $15 to $22 an hour. Personal trainer, an industry, by the way, which is very, very difficult to make any money, is $22 to $38 an hour. Sports coaches, $14 to $23 an hour. Most youth coaches do it volunteer. CrossFit trainers, $20 to $35 an hour. Lionheart coaches average $100 to $120 an hour. All right, enough said. All right, your Lionheart payout structure. Okay, so radical transparency. We want you to know everything, right? So we want you to know everything about this opportunity before you proceed. So, coaches make the money that they make because you're getting 50% of the revenue. You're not just getting a low hourly rate, okay? So 50% of the revenue is on average $100 to $120 an hour. Now, one thing we do, and it's one thing that we know is going to help you get business because no one else in the industry does this. We give the school 40% of that revenue. So the school is now incentivized to build your business for you. But we give you 90% of the revenue until that class hits 12 kids. which incentivizes the school to build the enrollment for you. So even with 6 kids enrolled, say you're just building the program, you're still making almost $100 an hour with a low enrollment because we're giving you 90% of that revenue. Now with park classes, it's even better. You keep 90% of the revenue no matter what. 90% of the revenue, so you're making over $100 an hour. And a park class is, you're going to pick a local park near you, and you can promote that class. You'll post it in the system. You'll use your class URL and promote it within the community, and you can do park classes in your community. Then how it works is, again, we give you that payment gateway. Money comes in every month, all of your registrations, and on the first of every month, it goes right into your bank account. Now, how we make money, because everyone's asking us that all the time. All right, how do you guys make money? It's great that we're making $100 an hour, but what's the catch? So Lionheart, we make our money on transaction fees. So every time someone registers, Lionheart gets a percentage, a small percentage of every transaction. So we take that from you, the coach, we take that from the school, we take that from the parent. So for you, it's a nominal fee, but we are banking on volume. We're going to make our money on hundreds and thousands of coaches, not one coach. So that's how Lionheart makes our money: transaction fees and membership dues. All right, so let's talk about the bonuses. Pretty incredible. Now we are going to, once you pass your course, we are going to buy you a certification graduation gift. We're going to buy you an equipment package. Now, what we're doing essentially is when you put your down payment down to get certified, we're going to take that money and we're going to reinvest it right back in you, because we want you to show up to your demos looking like a professional with your jersey on, your name on the back, your number, the equipment you need to knock it out of the park. So that's on us. We're reinvesting in you because, like I said, we don't make money unless you're successful. All right, your dedicated success mentor. We covered this. Now that mentor is going to be assigned to you to walk you through and hold your hand throughout the process. Now what they do is, let me back this up a little and tell you how you get business. So this is a formula we have used for 15 years and it works like a charm. So we will call a school and say, hey, we would like to come in. This is Lionheart Fitness Kids. We're a national sports enrichment company. We'd like to come in and do a free fitness day for your kids. So the coach goes in, he's there for an hour, and you're going to show the kids the Lionheart difference, how amazing we are. Then that success mentor, so you are going to set your own demos. If you need help with that, we can do that too. But then that mentor is going to actually call after you do the demo and then work with the school to book the contract, and then work with them to make sure they follow our launch protocol to make sure that your enrollment is as high as possible. Huge, huge value. And then they're going to teach you everything. We give you a platform with a step-by-step process for everything. So you are independent. You can go out there. You are positive that you can go make money and have an amazing business. And that is huge value. No one else in the industry does anything like that. And we do that because we're partners. We're making money on those transaction fees, and you're representing us out there and making us look good. All right, so our elite membership. So I told you we make money on membership dues as well as your transaction fees, or our transaction fees. All right, so this is always just a very small fraction of what you're making. So 0 to 500, you only pay us $29 a month. 500 to 1,000, $49 a month. 1,000 to 2,000, $89 a month. 2,000 to 3,000, $129 a month. 3,000 to 4,000, $199 a month, and then 4,000 plus is $249 a month. Now our coaches are happy to pay this because it's a small fraction, and the value that we're bringing you is incredible. You have a whole platform to run your business. You're getting business based on our brand, and it's a small fee based only on what you're making. So if you're not making great money, you're not paying as much at all. I mean, $29 a month, it's nothing. And we do this because this is how we make money. We make money on those transaction fees and the membership dues. So radical transparency. Now you know everything. All right, so the process. You're going to pay to get certified, then you're going to do your background check. If you fail that for any reason, if you have something criminal on your record, you'll get a full refund. That's it. Then you're going to do your coursework. You're going to finish that in 15 days because we don't want you sitting in the coursework and just getting lazy. We want you to get through that. So if you're even doing 1 hour a day, which is nothing, you can easily be through that in about 10 days. Then you're going to do your live trainings with a virtual trainer. Now that virtual trainer is going to work with you and give you confidence. So when you go into that demo, you're going to have your shoulders pinned back, your head held high. You're going to know what you're doing, and you're going to do an amazing job. And then finally, you're going to start doing your demos and making money. All right, minimal overhead, radical transparency. We want you to know everything. So these are the only other costs that you're going to incur outside of your certification fee. First one is your background check, $36. That's it. So when you get certified, you come into the system, first thing you're going to do is that background check. We don't make any money on this. This goes right to the background screening company. Next two expenses, you don't have to put this money out until you have a class. So the first one is insurance. On average, it's about $180 for the whole year. It gives you peace of mind. You're an independent certified coach, so you need insurance. Now, this insurance covers you for the whole year. It's super cheap, and you don't have to get that until you get your first class. You can bind it within a day. You know you have money coming in, and that can come out of your class revenue. And then finally, your equipment. So we're going to buy you that starter pack, which is basically all of your base equipment, but you're going to be certified in 5 different sports. So you're going to need small pieces for each sport. So say you're doing soccer, you need to get your soccer balls. And we show you where you can get it, but you can honestly get it on Amazon, Target, wherever you want. And it says average 100, but it's not even that because it's preschool sports. You're going to get your soccer balls for soccer. Baseball, you need your little Tykes bat and tee set. Usually it's between like $50 and $80 for each sport. And then once you have that, after you do your first 5 months, you have your equipment, and then you're just making money. So these are the only other expenses to put you in business. Give you freedom from what you're doing right now. So you're making great money and you're an independent business owner. All right, so here we go. Now, this is exciting. So we said if you do not like sales, you don't want to make the calls, we can do it for you. All right, so you don't like sales, no problem. We got you covered. Okay, so for an additional fee, your success mentor can actually call schools and set up some demos for you. And honestly, this is what some of our coaches use this even in the beginning. If they want to get a couple classes under their belt, get making money, we can do that for you. And it's super reasonable. So we only charge $50 per demo, and we already broke it down. So if you have one class, you're making on the low end about $500 a month from that class. So $50, it's a one-time fee, it's not monthly, is a drop in the bucket to get you business. And we can do that for you. And also, if we don't get you a demo, you don't pay us a cent. So it's win-win, and there's no risk with it. All right, the certification costs. I think you're going to actually like this. So $1,000 to get certified. That's it. But we're going to give you a $300 discount if you get certified on the call. If you don't set up your call and you want to get certified right away, you're going to get that $300 discount. And that takes it down to only $700. I mean, that's cheaper than a fitness certification. And you already saw the numbers on that. So $700, buy it. We don't even want that all up front. $350 to start. We can break up the remaining $350 over 60 days. Okay, so $350 to get started with this amazing new career. I mean, think about that. You can go to the mall easily and spend $350, just blow it. This is investing in yourself. Why not take a little bit of money to bet on yourself, invest in yourself? It's going to get you out of the grind. It's going to give you joy in your life, something you can be proud of, and a new adventure, making awesome money working with preschoolers. Where I come from, that is truly a no-brainer. All right, so let's recap. $100 an hour on average. You're going to do something you can be proud of. All you're going to pay is $350 to start. You're going to get that free equipment package as a graduation gift. You're going to get your dedicated success mentor, and you're going to get $300 off. So it's only $700 total, $350 to get started. And for those of you who are a little squeamish about spending any money, which everyone is, honestly, when people get to a spot where they have to put money out, everyone gets a little anxiety. But trust me, you are going to breathe a sigh of relief once you do it, and you're going to be on a new adventure doing something amazing. And we give you a 48-hour money-back guarantee, just for people who are a little squeamish. If you need that, if you want to talk to your significant other, but you still want to capitalize on the discount, you can do that. If you want to ask your Uncle Joe if it's a good idea, you can do that. And if for any reason you want a refund within the first 48 hours, just don't start the coursework, because those are our trade secrets, obviously. But for any reason, if you want a refund, you just tell us, no questions asked, we give it to you. All right, so that's peace of mind. You can get started, capitalize on the $300 discount, and you can get your money back if you decide you've made the biggest mistake of your life, which we know you're not going to do. And that's it, guys. That is it. I am very, very honored to be able to present this to you. This is truly my life's work. This is my blood, sweat, and tears, and my whole team are committed to building the biggest, strongest, most amazing team of coaches around the world that are dedicated to empowering kids, and by far the highest paid coaches in the industry. And that's exactly what we're doing. So if that's you, you have a passion for working with kids, you love fun, you love fitness, I want you on my team. So let's do it. If that's you, let's do it. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I appreciate your time, and have a blessed day.